Hello everyone, I do apologise for the me cutting off the timer too soon. I thought the timer had ended, and then as I turned it off I noticed it was still going. I was just like, I'm crying out loud. So not going correctly on the first few minutes, but maybe that'll change. I've changed my earphones a little bit today because I've had a bit of an accident with these ones, the ones I usually use. It's not because those ones don't work anymore. It's because I had an extension cable, and it was one of those cheap thin ones, and it allowed me to change the volume on it, which was very useful. And then that kind of went. So the difference between the two, because I use these for it's just more of a Bluetooth one, but it gives me an opportunity to turn it into audio, which is what this part is. But it picks up a lot more stuff than the other ones, so it's kind of like, yeah. So I need to go and get another set of earphones with a longer cable and with an audio controller thing, so that would make it a bit easier. What am I going to say? What else next? Right, so today is going to be Amiga format CD15, and might do some demo scene, and there's also degeneration as well. So let's get on with Amiga format. So seriously, Amiga shareware. We've got sound and workbench left to go, so let's have a look at sound. Eight to 16 version 1.3. 8 to 16 interpolating sample converter by Immortal Systems and Jens Kirk. Freeware. What is it? It's a 8-bit to 16-bit sample converter. You can convert it in almost every program, but it doesn't work as much. Sorry. It doesn't work such as many of converting algorithms, which only take the 8-bit number and store it into 16-bit. The algorithm works, but the quality is still same. But 8 to 16 works the other way. It improves the quality by using the standard linear interpolation methods. You can also use another method called Kirk's interpolation. This method allows you to use your 8-bit samples even on your new sound card or in 16-bit music editors with a little bit of improved quality. The result is most audible in bass, and mainly in bass and quiet samples. If you don't believe it, I have one suitable sample given to this package so you can try and get it to believe. Note, LI is not the miracle algorithm to connect samples. It can only correct certain type of bug in sample caused by sampling in low 8-bit resolution, so please do not expect miracles from it. Requirements may work well on a standard 68K CPU and OS 1.2 as well as on 060 and OS 3.1. Tested on 020 and version 3. Okay. Yeah, it's going to be clear, isn't it? Yeah, thought so. Okay, I'll go music. Ever been tired of looking into your sound module directory and yawning your head off because you've heard all the boring mods thousands of times? Well, here's the ultimate solution. Algo Music is quite a complex program that creates and plays a song randomly out of a series of algorithms. We've heard of this before. Was this last month's? When I say last month, I mean last issue CD, not last month specifically. Shell only. Gives you some progress at the top there. I've seen these before. Okay. Don't know whether it will. If I open it again, does that mean it will do another random? Yep. That was the same as last time. That's the volumes. I'm having to do kind of this with the earphones so that it's not completely in my ears because it's just too loud and I can't control the volume. The thing is when this isn't on the cable, when it's through Bluetooth, I can control the volume. As soon as the volume I can't control now, which is annoying. And there's a pause button here that I can press, which is great when I'm watching Netflix or something, or even the Disney Channel. And I can just press to pause it. It's really, really good for that. Oh, is that how you do it? Okay. So if I take that out, oh no, that's not what I want. There we go. Yeah, so that's not bad. So there we go, more music before, more algorithmic music that came out on the Amiga before AI came along. Basic note shooter. Teaches basic sheet music reading skills, including performance charts, high score table, and various against the clock options. Demo version, however, runs from floppy disk only. You'll need the format to floppy disk and name this to BNTV2 before you unarc the LHA file and copy it. Copy MS to libs. Okay, is this packed then? No. Just see if we're going to sign it first. BNTV 2.0. Didn't seem to like that. Unless I don't have the Amos library. That might be the reason. No, doesn't like it all. Fair enough, that would have been interesting to look at. Chip saver. Let's get rid of this Belevator. There we go. Right, note for Blizzard A1230 60 card owners, which have got something similar. Without entering into the details, so those with Blizzard 030 cards are simple ones. They have a ROM that takes control and resets. Okay. Chip Saver 1.3, let's call it CSOK, was originally an alternative for Exotic Ripper version 2.22's boot install option. It did the same job, actually did also more but during the reset, but then came Exotic Ripper version 2.23 with a brand new Exotic reset feature. Okay, it was a normal evolution, but anyway, CS 1.3 was more efficient. I think with 2 saving modes, the possibility of cutting fast mem, etc. Anyway, all this history now is the program has been really grown up and its features have changed, or haven't advanced with big changes in ads. Oh, is it shift or chip mem to fast mem? I don't know what that's doing in the sound section. Alright, something about saving chip stuff, but it's in the sound section. Synthesizer of Yamaha is extremely hot. After I bought the thing, I heard all the demo songs. I was totally inspired. The synthesizer for now is an unbeatable value against price. After I worked through the included Blue Book and a tutorial, I realised that there were still more possibilities than expected. This particular thing of the synthesizer performance mode that enables you to layer up to 4 voices in one mid-channel while using the rest of the mid-channels with XG mode. This means that you can create sound by layering up to 4 voices, control it with one mid-channel, and you still have 12 mid-channels left, or left for use with the other samples. What other synthesizer can do that? This program is for those of you who like that performance mode and to create performances of your own. I'm assuming you're going to have to put in the keyboard in as well, because it's talking about the banks, isn't it? Okay. Now I can't quit it. go. And let's restart. Might just switch audio. As much as I like these headphones, not today, Satan. Like I said, they're great on the Bluetooth side. I mean, I suppose I could find my Bluetooth USB, see if I can pick it up through there. But then I have to configure it, I think. Mind you, actually thinking about it now, I don't have the volume audio thing. This is going to be it's going to be just as loud. One sec. The question is, do I remember where I've put the Bluetooth USB cable? Not cable. I bet I can now find it. I'll have to search for it later. I'll have to make do with this and see what happens. If my ears got blown out, then that's my fault, I think. Give me a moment. Right, okay, sorry about that. Yeah, so what I used to have was like this USB that was like this big, and it was a Bluetooth one. I can't remember why I bought it. I must have bought it around the GB2X time, and there was something about why I bought it. And I must have brought it over. It didn't click, and I thought, oh, it's fine. I've got the cable for the other headphones, and I should be able to control the volume, but apparently not. So the size of the Bluetooth USB thing is actually the same size as this, and this is just a standard. I say a standard. It's a 16 gig USB. It's a 16 gig USB flash thing. This, which is kind of weird because I've never seen it that small, but it fits perfectly in the Mister. Because usually flash keys are this big. So right, DigiBooster Pro. Audio hardware interface, that's interesting. ASL library, got that. Supported formats, screen tracker, XM module, Octamed. Is this a 100% assembler code? Doesn't really say what it does. Don't know what it is. I'm assuming it's some sort of it's DigiBoost. I'm assuming it's kind of a loudness thing, perhaps. That's all I can think of. Based on a name, Easy Play. That's an not Aros. That's an Amos thing. I made this program after watching a TV series called Alt on Internet. Alt on Internet. In English, that would be everything about internet. Oh, okay, that's why it looks a bit weird. In this show, they had found a program on the internet that generated music by dotting dots on the screen and let some dots go over those dots, and the music was played. They, on the show, loved the program and thought it was revolutionary. Didn't know how it was possible to do this program for ordinary computers. So after watching this show, I sat down and wrote me a program that did the same thing as Japanese computer masters. There was no show said that about him anyway. By the way, Easy Play is made in Amos Pro. I know Amos Pro sucks and everything, but it's really easy to use. I didn't know that much of programming in C on the mighty Amiga. Down my school only uses a PC. I don't know if it'll work on all Amiga models since I only have a 1200, but I don't think it'll be a problem. But don't send me a letter bomb just because I said it probably won't be a problem and you discover it doesn't work on your Amiga, please. Shareware. Found an Aminet. See what it does. Probably needs an assign. Oh. What? Oh, that's interesting. Oh, I see. Okay. So if I do that there. Missing all the time. Yeah, maybe not. So I can shut these off. Can I make a new one? And then these changes the resets and changes everything. Yeah, I'm not a musician. But then again, this is kind of a really weird way of doing stuff. So if I do... Oh, I see. So you can make them to change direction. And then I can cause one to U-turn if I can get the right. Okay, it's getting a bit noisy now. But that's basically what that was. That's kind of interesting. And that's probably something for someone to play around with. Hippo Player, we know what this is. I've already got a version of this. It's just a player that plays mods, I think. Maves. Main file of a new version of demo Mobius music system for the Amiga computer. So I've got 2 files. Go now. MP3. This will be interesting. Audio decoder layer 3. Probably the final Amiga release of MPEG 3 play. Best MP3 player for the Amiga. Needs no changes for an Amiga compiler. The MP3 encoder is no longer in this archive. See Music Misc MP3 Enc. So I wanted to jump to the problems. It says it's slow. The MP3 algorithms are CPU intense. It's 5 times slower than real time on a 50 MHz 060, so don't expect miracles. Error premature end of file when playing back files with play 16. The sound actually sounds okay. I think it's got something to do with how MPEG-3 play decodes partial frames at the end of a sound file. Immediate Guru and run. Make sure you have the latest IX emule library from Aminet. And an EMT trap will happen when you run a version of MPEG Play requiring FPU but don't actually have an FPU on your machine, when a version doesn't require an FPU. So the 020204 version requires an FPU. That's interesting. So can I try MP3 on here? Audio decoder for MPEG 1, 2, and 3. Alright, is there anything in here? See, FPU if you need it for those two. You need at least know 2.0 to use it. Unfortunately, I don't have any MP3, so we can't test it. And there's an MP3 player there, probably for use with these two. We've got MP GUI. I'm assuming that's GUI for the other stuff. Yep, GUI for MP Mega. Musica, which I'm sure we've seen before. Program that composes ProTrack modules while writing the program. I set to store by giving the computer as much liberties as possible. I didn't give the program any pieces of melody or complement, only the harmonies that are sometimes picked up from a little database. Such a plenty of liberty leads inevitably to the possibility that most of the songs are a little bit strange or monotonous. Nevertheless, the program has written some catchy tunes. I gave the possibility to save the completed songs to disk, but that shouldn't lead you to flood the Aminet or other software collections with Musica songs or game writers to be lazy to write own songs for their games and simply use Musica. Therefore, I implored users of Musica to provide the songs with an annotation so it's clear that the song has been written by the program. Besides, you should try to write music on your own. Isn't that hard, even a computer is able to write songs. See what this does. Oh, this looks familiar. Yeah, I'm sure we've seen something like this before. Let's do a random on here, a random on the bass. Oops, compose. Those two aren't bad. Let's do another random. Yeah, that's not bad. There's something that's generating music, so that's 3 of these we've seen now. That's not bad. Play track. Brilliant with 14-bit CD player using Amiga audio hardware and source. Players compatible with a range of CD-ROMs. "14-bit playback routine." Sounds a bit weird. Okay. Oh god, I'm so sorry. Ugh. Having a long past few days. Quick sampler. Program for reading digital audio data, CDDA, out of CD-ROM drives, which are capable of sending digital audio data over the SCSI bus. Can save to file on disk, works with Toshiba drives. Yeah, you can't open it because my CD-ROM is not SCSI. SMT. Steve's MIDI trigger. This version is freely distributable. A simple program with a lot of hidden potential. It plays various samples through the Amiga's internal hardware. Upon the triggering of certain notes to the MIDI interface for Amiga's own keyboard, each note can trigger a different sample, assuming you have enough chip RAM available, or they could trigger the same one at different pitches. For example, a combination of above methods allows 4 or more piano samples to be played across the range of the entire keyboard, giving very high quality reproduction. This demo environment, Virtual Piano MTE, shows how this can be done and is a very useful feature when you have a keyboard without particularly good sounding piano, e.g. mine. Mod support as well. Alright, let's have a look. I'm sure we've seen this before as well. Can't remember how you actually put it in. So, oh, here we go. Test sample.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Thought it was going to be like that. So we can load a bunch of samples. I know where that comes from.
Check this out.
Yeah, I've heard. Where's that come from? Which game was that one I'd heard? Was it Xenon 2? Well, looks like you can just do lots of different things on here. I'm not quite versed with what is going on there. I suppose the backing track would be one of the like this one here would be a backing track. So I could do start, let trigger, left, stop, right mouse button. So let's try that. Yep, that works. But yeah, you could play around with that. You could probably make something with it. But I'm pretty sure we have seen this before. So that's that folder done. Moving on to the workbench folder. Background version 2. It's a picture program similar to Nick Press by Nicola Salmoria. Unlike Nick Press WB Picture, every workbench window can be connected to its own picture. Besides, you can have pictures for non-workbench windows. Why? Background has been written because at the time I did not have the opportunity of testing Nick Press. As I finally had Nick Press, the possibilities offered did not satisfy me, because I did not know whether there was a similar program. I decided to write my own. Need at least 204 and if parse library and libs. Okay, nothing really much else on there. Alright. Something to do with the background like I've got here. Bench trash, I've seen this before. I think we did try and use it. It's supposed to be similar to the Mac. Workbench application that creates global trash can. I think you can eject, yep, it'll eject the disk if the icon is dropped over it. So it's Mac-like implementation. So we've seen that before. Data types, what's in this month? HI sound LJPEG DT. new JPEG data type, which is based on the lossless JPEG codec. Not directly related to the JFIF JPEG file format. Okay, so that's JPEG stuff, PNG, anim, for if animations, picture data type, meta view. Oh, this is the vector stuff here. Okay. IXI data type. Data type for executables for using in multi-view or similar programs. It's picked in Pro Tracker. Picture database again. Okay. Disk master, I think we've seen this before. I think it's basically something to do with copying disks or something like that. Directory utilities. Small, fast and compatible users use. Yeah, it looks a bit like a file manager. IX guide. Superb Amiga guide multi-view replacement and enhancement for Amiga OS 3. IX guide is a new hypertext system which is compatible with Amiga guide. It's an IXML language viewer. It's a hypertext markup language based on Amiga guide. Loop. That's starting in 220. This program magnifies an area of the screen and displays it in a separate window. That's nice. You've got really tiny text. Mac5, we've seen this before. MPP. Monitor power pack. Optimized monitor drivers for the Amiga. Monitor drivers give you the best possible frequencies without any loss of screen areas, but they increase the overscan areas. New frequencies are 48 MHz 27 goes to 5629. some of the new modes work on VGA monitors now. Yeah, we've got a VGA monitor here. Well, the cable's coming in as VGA, but it's going out to you like this there, and me on my TFT screen. That's fine. We got ads starting in about 30 seconds, so I'm going to take a break now. I will see you in about 4 minutes. I'm going to have a power nap maybe to stop me from yawning. I'll see you in about 4 minutes, so until then. I'll see you in 4 minutes. What am I talking about? Saying bye. There we go.
Once upon a time, the Aztecs believed not that the gods had granted life to man, but that man had stolen it. Prometheus stole the eternal flame, and Alberich stole the ring. I'm only saying this is not a new story. No, it's not a new story at all.
And I spent about a while talking and I didn't realise I was still on mute. That's my fault. Right, we'll have a look on the other CD for some demo scene. Odyssey? No, we'll cover that one. I don't remember where we're up to. This looks familiar. This looks familiar. Right, I have snoozed the ads for about 5 minutes because I've tried to keep my wake open for the past couple of demos, and I've fallen asleep twice. I cannot keep up today. Oh, there, Antaeus. So I'm going to close off today early because I need sleep. I've had a long day today and I just can't keep my eyes open. So unfortunately there's going to be no degeneration today. Yeah, my brain's just shutting down now. I need sleep. So I do apologise for that. We will definitely get back to degeneration at some point. If not next week, I'll try and squeeze it in. Maybe this week. No, I'm not going to have time because I'm too busy doing Amiga challenges. Might have to be next week. No, not. Because at the moment I'm taking it off stream to play it off stream because it's on that kind of... I know what I need to do with it now. Because we can clear out all the methanoids, but the problem is when they'll move out to still attacking, you can get to the new ship, but it takes ages and a lot more resources. So what I need to do is basically play it off stream and just build up my my stations while I get kind of slightly attacked, and I'm going to bring it back once I've kind of got more stations and I'm ready to take the last one out, and by that point I should have a lot of resources. So that's what I'm thinking of doing. I've been set up a Python with WHD load. I can now play Millennium 2.2 on the Amiga without floppy loading. I mean, yeah, because wait, I think you did see me play Millennium 2.2. That was the one I played before Deuteros. And that's still quite good. Deuteros does have some good things going for it. It's just more long-winded and it's more strategic. You can't just do this one thing. It seems to be that there's got to be a certain way you got to do it. Anyway, I'm starting to drift off again because my brain's just, Right, I will be back, and apologies for no degeneration. We'll figure something out. Even if I've got to do a Saturday stream, I will, think something. But for now, though, Tuesday and Friday is going to be more Amiga April challenges and more The Stranger's CD. So I might squeeze a... just use that again. I might squeeze a degeneration around one of the 2 days actually thinking about it. I should be able to do that. Well, let's see how well we do on the challenges. So it'll be either the Tuesday or a Friday that I can catch up with that one. And then Sunday we've got D&D Warriors of the Eternal Sun. That's picking up really nicely. We're now getting lots of +1, +2 weapons. So that's doing quite well. What was it you said? You also found a Microsoft optical mouse, USB PS2 one in a charity shop for £1. So I finally ditched a tank mouse. But it's nice, especially with the laser. It's a lot better with the laser, to be honest. But yeah, it's up to you though. I mean, you can do USB stuff now, so on the Amiga. I mean, this keyboard is USB because it's using a some I was going to say 41, but I don't think it's 41. Something or other. It basically sits on one of the chips and it allows you to use USB, which is really nice. So yeah, that's coming next. So, sorry, Amiga April stuff and squeezing degeneration and the Stranger's CD is going to be on Tuesday and Friday. D&D Warriors of the Eternal Sun on Sunday, and we're back to Amiga Monday again. Doesn't work on the mouse, man. Yeah, definitely. I'm really losing at this point. So, anyway, let's go and see who we can raid. And I'll do a quick raid. I will go and raid Zypho just because Zypho has raided me recently. And I have played a CPC game, so I might as well let him know on that one. So let's go raid Zypho. There we go. Hopefully see you tomorrow for more Amiga 8 Plus stuff, and until then, see you later. Bye.